the info. Mr. O with the info. I got the profit up. I always double up. Cash up. Everybody pressure. Mr. O with the info. I got the profit up. I always double up. Sorry about that. Still, when I was learning to stream, y'all thing, you dig. Let me go ahead and get myself right real quick. Let everybody come up in here, you know what I'm saying, before I start. Get my mic straight. What's happening, Joe? It's your man, Mr. O with the info, giving you what you need to know, but you ain't here for me, though. Yep, it's been a while. Man, been busy. Can't even lie. Couldn't find no content to go ahead and put together, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things have changed, not only in my life, but throughout the whole entire country, even the community. Project Leroy, what's happening, baby? Man, I'm just trying to go and get my bearings back, trying to get back to making live streams and content. The only thing is, though, see, I respect Reciprocity because him and Verge, content creating bastards that's out here, basically putting out bullshit ways to the masses. All these game goofy Gilligans, all these other fours out here running amok, and nobody wants to bat an eye. Nobody wants to talk about the stuff, and it's hard for me. I don't know, maybe because I got ADHD. I just can't stay on one topic, and when I do get on one topic, I don't know how to flesh that shit out to the core to give y'all good content. So what I decided to come up with is called a burnt notice. Burnt notice, the inaugural episode. We're just going to have open discussions, talks of what's going on in the news or that lack thereof. So, shout out to the chat. Man. What my boy Project Leroy said. Chicago brethren, are you impacted by the migrants? Well, let's get started. Well, today is actually the inauguration of our mayor, Brandon Johnson. Yeah. I wish I did more research on this dude before I end up voting for him. I mean, in the city of Chicago, the state of Illinois, you have the most corrupt political city in the union. Inside one of the most corrupt states that's in the union. That being a blue state, you know, all these democratic laws, gun control, excess violence, and everything. Migrants, illegal documented people that come into this country in search of the American dream. Now, we had Ellis Island and all the immigrants that came to this country onto the shores over 140 to 120 to 100 years ago en masse. Even when they could through New York City and they sink that big old Statue of Liberty, they sink opportunity. Same applies to this day. But unfortunately, not only are you bringing in some people that actually this country continue the fabric of American life, you also have the undesirables of the countries and community coming to your cities. And Chicago being a corrupt, being a very violent political machine, are now deciding to bring in more potential undesirables, mainly your criminals. And you know, Chicago is already filled with that, right? What my man Project Leroy said. Brandon Johnson appears to be another Lord. Yes. Yes. Project. Look, bro. Look. In the past month, I have shaken hands with two individuals, both from my city. And unbeknownst to me, the one recently, I'm gonna get into that in a minute, but I shook Brandon Johnson's hand in my hotel recently before the whole election transpired. Now, like I said, Brandon Johnson just because he was black. I I will never go through that ever again. What's up, XL Pro? What's up, Breast Lipstick Vibe? You up here? How y'all doing today? Yep. So we got Brandon Johnson taking his inaugural for mayor, and unfortunately, he just come as a male version. He does come off as an actual male version of Lori Lightfoot, and I did shake his hand about a couple. So now the necessary two eats. If I had to do a choice all over again, I'll probably choose option 3. It would be, but you know, you have baby boomers, older elders, and even the film Nazis that will go ahead and tell you to vote. You need to vote. Our people did all this for our right to vote. All right, okay. Yeah, we need to vote, right? Who are we voting for? And to the people that don't know who are two candidates that was for mayor, I'll give you the two candidates. First, it was Paul Vallas. Now, Paul Vallas used to run the Chicago public school system. Chicago public schools in the 90s, especially when I was growing up in the 90s and the 2000s. He was our superintendent. And I hate to tell y'all, people, when he was superintendent, a lot of things got slid under the cracks, especially with regards of education. And you've seen the ramifications of not properly educating and guiding the youth of the 90s and 2000s, as we are now the adults and middle-aged adults of the 2020s. That's causing ruckus, destruction, and all types of fuckery in the city. Just saying. Now, back to Brandon Johnson. Brandon wants to defund the police. He wants to defund the police in one of the most violent cities in America, probably the world, to go ahead and give us social workers to go ahead and de-escalate the crimes. Unfortunately, Brandon, they tried to do this here in the city of Chicago 4+ decades ago in the 1980s. I don't know if you had got the numbers on that. How that experiment had turned out, because it transplanted into the 90s, which was one of the most violent eras in all of Chicago. Brandon, yeah, they sent social workers. Even still had the baby boomer culture of dudes can't be in the home when the social work come, but eventually that stopped and was basically had lots of teenage and young adult males getting locked up from 89 to 94, especially when that crime bill came out. But now you want to go ahead and bring that shit right back. Yeah. With these new versions of Thuggos and Pookies and Ray Rays running around city Chicago, I want to see how that turn out. But yesterday was Mother's Day, and I salute to the mothers that actually are mothers. No judgment here. I mean, my mom, I had a mom. She had passed away a long, long time ago. Only got a good 8 years about her, but she was like one of the most coolest moms I ever had. And yes, she was a boomer, early boomer, but she ain't had none of them other boomer traits. And I ain't not about to go ahead pedestalize my own mother when I talk about these women from these generations. So don't hold me accountable in the near future. I might even have another live stream set up a little later on my take on the baby boomers are not fully to blame. Yes, they are to blame, but they're not wholeheartedly to blame. But first, salute to all the real mothers out there. But today is May 15th, and I humbly call this day for the whores with kids. So I have a video I got for World Star Hip Hop, and it kind of kind of made me a little nauseous because these baby boomer gen older millennials. I ain't shit on all y'all. Some of y'all are actually doing a solid good job, even with the circumstances that y'all are in. If you was actually like in a good serious relationship with the father and it just didn't work out, that is understandable. But we are talking about 304s with kids that still want the respectability of a woman that was in a relationship, marriage, or anything between. So let me go ahead play this video and see what y'all think about it.
He said, and I quote, "Do what you do best and come suck this dick."
To his mother.
To his mother. She got on her knees and she did what she was told to do. I ain't gonna lie, I got turned on. After she stopped sucking his dick, he looked at me and he was like, "Come suck this dick." And so I went and I sucked his dick. I mean, but yo, she was gobbling, and she eats some good pussy too.
Shout out to the mothers out there. What up, my boy Dirty Folks? I got my man Dirty. What up, man? Yeah, I know Project Leroy. I know, right? I'll go ahead and play it again because I had to really catch on what the hell she was sucking first time. Hold on. Let's play that one more again.
He said, and I quote, "Do what you do best and come suck this dick."
To his mother.
To his mother. She got on her knees and she did what she was told to do. I ain't gonna lie, I got turned on. After she stopped sucking his dick, he looked at me and he was like, "Come suck this dick." And so I went and I sucked his dick. I mean, but yo, she was gobbling, and she eats some good pussy too. He said, and I quote, "Do what you do best."
That was the stepmom. I just hope that was stepmom because I know some of you Negroes in the community, y'all probably still got some old plantation thoughts in y'all head about incest and about stuff like that. So I'm not gonna touch that anymore. Big E, what up, baby? What up? What it do? What it do? And I'm just chopping it up real quick, just trying to get feel about this live, and we just going over topics, you know what I'm saying? Now, I want to go ahead and talk about what's going on with us black men in relationships in this cohabitation and palimony. I know it was a long term I just said right there. Let me go ahead and slow it down. So recently, Israel and Adesanya, a UFC fighter, is being currently sued for basically dropping his ex-girlfriend. And she is suing him to keep up the lifestyle or some variation of lifestyle after breakup. Now, salute Uncle Diggity in the building, no doubt. What's up? What we got? Flexus A&M. All right, I like that name. Flexus A&M. What up, family? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm just going on is trying to understand what is going on with this new way of so-called trying to tax black man or any other kind of man in this country on when we want to exit a relationship. See, this is the first time in a long time dudes is actually walking away. And this society and this culture is really afraid of that bullshit because they can't control a man and his finances no more through the surrogate of the course, aka the woman. So these men that basically try to tiptoe around the system, like, oh, I won't get married, you know what I'm saying? The juice ain't worth the squeeze. I mean, the Bible and everything in between. I believe only get married. Man, millennials, G's, even Gen X's. Shout out to my Gen X's after baby boomers. But y'all know, as three generations of men, that we had to get everything out the mud. No matter what racial makeup that you come from, what economic background you come from, you know, ever since the 2000s, we have been hit with ravages of financial collapse, rebuilding, reformulating. Motherfuckers got trying to get new skills out here, and all your hard work, sweat, and tears. As a man, you have to go out here and choose a mate. Yeah, you gotta go out here and choose a mate, spit game, and everything in between to go ahead and get her attention. That you can is a get a woman that has probably 5+ more bodies. I'm being conservative here. That got her own ideas. I understand free will, but it's called sacrifice. It's called meeting each other at the table. It's called about doing the natural order of things. Continue this thing called life and life itself. But no. Right now, what we going through and see now that you just can't walk away, can't break away. You know, feelings is all in between, and don't have no. Oh Lord, don't have no fucking kids. Lovable liabilities. So, as a human race, as we have basically made everything transactional and contractional, palimony, we were alimony. Look at y'all saying up in the chat. Salute the facto. MGTOW Marine, what he say right here? They can't stand the fact men are no longer putting up with the nonsense and what. It's no any ladies out here. Look, everybody got free will. Everybody got their own mind. But y'all see what they got going on in society right now? Y'all see it. Marriage is down. Jobs or lack of not coming back, especially these manufacturing jobs. And y'all see that this WW3 is coming around the corner. Yeah. And where's the money? Where the money going? It ain't tied up into this thing we call marriage in the marriage system because nobody really holding on to this thing. And like a lot of people said on previous podcasts, that once the baby boomers is basically out of the window and they start looking at Generation X, millennials, and Gen Z, they're gonna see the marriage numbers go down until be like, what's marriage? Hell, I even ask y'all now, what's marriage to y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all still believe marriage pre-1950s is better than marriage post-1950s. You can put a 1 in the chat for the before 1950s. You can put a 2 in the chat after 1950s. What my boy Dirty Folks say. Toddlers don't have free will. They definitely don't have their own. Well, that's a different topic for a different day. But let me go ahead and just go down to the palimony talks. Oops, drop my lighter. Now, specifically, we have relationships, family law, and a legal system. Specifically, we're going to cover the concept of a bachelor tax. You know, nobody want to talk about this now, but it seems more and more than ever that so-called palimony and you dudes that want to go ahead and take your little money and put it in crypto and little stocks, no, they're coming for their ass too. Yeah, that bachelor tax, it might be coming in full effect. And the migrant, I mean, how you gonna be keeping out paying migrant, and you got probably child support payments and payments out the wazoo, and they gonna keep you in more of a debt slave system. And we're gonna be talking about our favorite subject: high value men or high profile men like Tyrese Woods and Israel Adesanya. Man, I can't pronounce that shit, but I'm gonna try. Adesanya. Let's start with the idea of a bachelor tax. Yo, bachelor tax, this is a theoretical proposal, that suggests that unmarried men be subject to higher taxes than married men. Now, what is the average salary for a single man in America right now? Between 20 to 30. Y'all put in the chat if y'all got information on that. I know it's probably going to be like about what? 25, 30K? Y'all tell me. But let me go ahead and continue. The rationale for the proposal that married men are more likely to be responsible, stable, and productive members of society. Yeah, I know y'all probably gonna say it's some bullshit. I know. I say it's some bullshit too, but let me go ahead. I'm just reading this article from New York Times. And it says that the rationale for this proposal is that married men are more likely to be more responsible, stable, and productive members of society, whereas unmarried men are more likely to engage in risky behavior, be unemployed or underemployed, and be a burden on society. I can't wholly agree with that notion for the simple fact we have a lot of men that's basically taking remote jobs or even getting trade skill jobs now more than ever. A lot of married people are not that responsible. Have y'all seen the debt ceiling and how these quote unquote modern relationships are actually going? With this 50-50 crap. Nobody wants to hold too much power over anybody, but it's always your main fault. It's always the man's fault. So the man got to be the lead, but nobody wants the man be in the lead. So we come down to this thing called divorce. And I mean divorce guys that will actually go ahead and say I was more responsible in marriage than I was being single. I have yet. 20 to 30. What? Here we go. Project Leroy. Thank you, my God. Thank you. 20 to 30-year-old average salary between 35 to 50K, capital one. So if that 30 to 50K, let's say that you might live in Colleen, Texas, that might be cool. That might be workable. But I'll try to use that in more metropolitan cities like New York, LA, Chicago, and now try to add on a bachelor tax to that. They think an insurrection on June 6th was a motherfucker. Wait till all these dudes that's being gouged for all their money gonna come to that Capitol building or that little Federal Reserve building. Like, man, whatever. money. I need cash. Yeah. What's up, Aubrey Nicole? How you loving? With your pretty self. That was one topic. And the behavior so-called unemployed. Like who really is out here doing some really crazy behavior as a single man? I mean, I can understand the gun violence thing, everything, you know, saying Pookie's and Ray Ray's doing crazy shit, get locked up. But who's actually doing some shit that get their ass like locked up, just put out their misery? This is like a bad faith argument in between. But let's move on to that because I want to talk about palimony and its cohabitation laws. As a bachelor, might be a lifelong bachelor at this point because I don't see no point in just shacking up. You could never ever script me with that whole in-house peace league thing. I'm sorry, just ain't gonna happen. For one, I believe in life. I love black women, but I also like white women, Latina women. Haven't been with an Asian yet. That's on the bucket list. But it's a spice of life. Why would I want to go ahead and lie to a woman about monogamy? Why would she even lie to herself about monogamy? And we all just trying to live together just to split bills. I understand this how, but fuck that shit. Some people can't live with other people for specific reasons. Me, myself, I'm like a barbarian. I ain't gonna lie. I need my own personal space. I know women. I have been in a relationship with women that even you try to mention about moving in together, they'll thought it and they'll hell. Especially as a yep. What's the whole point of shacking up? Right, Arby. See? What's the whole point of shacking up? And not only for y'all benefit, I'm gonna tell for the state's benefit. See, the states, they already know marriage is on the decline. So they about to try to get as much money as effing possible before this whole society and civilization collapse. Do y'all so-called horny motherfuckers that want to live together? But the whole shacking up thing. So we have Israel Adesanya. He's a UFC fighter. He's being sued by his ex-girlfriend. And basically, it's a palimony type of suit. See, when you have somebody staying in your space, your domain for 30 days, if they have an article of clothing, if they get mail received there, even if their name is known, at least they live there. And you will have a hard ass time to kick them out. Especially now with the rent moratorium going out, all these squatters, and now you're gonna be looking at your own significant other as a squatter in your own crib. I just not thought about that. Like, damn. So you mean to tell me even if you so-called want to put it out, she got squatters rights, or he got squatters rights? She could distinguish them up. You got to worry about tiptoeing and worry about this motherfucker. Yeah. See, we need an overhaul of cohabitation in this country because that's some bullshit. I heard it's worse in Texas. I'm in the state of Illinois. It ain't that bad, but I heard it's worse in Texas. Shit. So, palimony and cohabitation laws. These are legal arrangements that apply to unmarried couples. Yeah, we have seen Gen X try to pull this move, you know what I'm saying, the 90s and 2000s with this baby mama and baby daddy culture popping up throughout the entire U.S. and Western culture. So, Generation X in the 90s, parents. A lot of these dudes take care of how why their moms or dads thereof also didn't properly raise them to be well-rounded adults. So these geniuses, it was my generation of older millennials, these geniuses decide to go ahead and make the teenage pregnancy in the 90s and 2000s skyrocket because assistance, food stamps, and all that shit. So this by proxy made people want to cohabitate a little bit more. But that's a caveat. See, a lot of chicks was getting pregnant by, you know what I'm saying, Do Dirty, old Melvin and them. They get the crib being their name. They're going to move their little boyfriend. He might be selling away. Or let's say he's actually doing some legit shit, but not too major. You know, they don't want you to be better than them. So you could work at a manufacturing job or be a day labor. She ain't going to trip, but you can't be better than her. So the cohabitation thing started going rampant till that became a normal part of relationships. Until now, a lot of people go, what's the whole point? What's the whole point? We already living together. We already got life basically set off to the side. We about to go and live right. I don't need no contract. All right, that contract is about to be bite y'all in the ass on both fronts. So the US government put that contract, first of all, keep your black dude away from all the white girls. That's why they got marriage license in the first place. Then they came out with this so-called no fault divorce, which the so-called Supreme Court is actually going under right now and trying to go ahead and probably get rid of that shit because the film Nazis that basically abuse that to and can't keep on letting y'all divorce these dudes and keep taking their money and y'all not even giving it back to us. Y'all just hoarding the shit, and now we about going to a financial collapse off of that too. Sorry for that tangent. With cohabitation laws, these people that probably came in the relationship, people don't want to get in a relationship for love, they want for help. And I'm about to go actually go and say it like this, and people might get mad at me for this, but I've been seeing a lot of dudes, a lot of niggas get mad that they girl don't want to take them back and they get put out and they ain't got no place to go. Like nigga, please. Niggas be mad with trash bag and clothes and the PS5 on the court on the curb and shit, looking lost like a motherfucker. But hey, like my boy Dirty Folks say, you should learn how to train your toddler. You want to be in that position. So they replacing alimony with palimony. So everybody thought it was gonna be sweet. Just go have your little playing house moments. That shit over with. Because as soon as one of y'all leave and we're ready to go, y'all motherfucker go to the court system. Like, look, I've been with this, especially after 4 years, like the common law marriage. After 4 years, they're gonna be like, man, look, run me my bread. Even though I was just a girlfriend, I did wifely duties. Even though I was just a boyfriend, I was doing husbandly duties. A lot of you niggas better start using this to y'all advantage too, especially y'all girl got a bag too. If you build for goose is good for gathering. Oh no, man, I'm a real man. I ain't gonna about to go to no court system. Man, bullshit. If I was being her surrogate protector, her surrogate provider, even though we ain't signed no contract and we had stand for no grifting ass preacher, nigga, we was technically married. And since she was a breadwinner, I want my bread too. Shit. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. But cohabitation laws establish certain legal rights and responsibilities for unmarried couples. See, you can get property rights, inheritance. Imagine being with a motherfucker that y'all ain't been married not one time, and if you die, your family members gonna think they gonna get some money about that little Social Security until they found out, like, oh no, it's going straight to that girlfriend or to that weak ass boyfriend. That's why a lot of people getting mad and upset about their inheritance. Ask some boomers. Ask some boomers. And the reason why I'm segueing to that because I'm gonna talk about not only Tyrese, not only Tiger Woods, that is, and Israel Adonai. These three black men currently, one being going through the court system, this kid. What does Tyrese have to pay y'all? What you got to pay? $100,000 a month? $100,000 a month. But how this gonna work for you making under 100? You see how Tyrese is flipping now? I guess that Fast and the Furious money ain't coming in that as he thought, and them R&B albums ain't selling like they used to. He hit it for a rude awakening. That Tiger Woods. He ain't been knocking out birdies like he used to. This ain't like 95 when he was in his prime and shit. I mean, getting authorizing them elbows and shit like that. Man, be able to swing them things any longer. You know, he gonna have to start paying money at the wazoo. And you'll think he'll learn. Out of all people, you'll think he'll learn about cohabitation, about being seen in public with these chicks after what happened with the whole trying to sow his wild oats, trying to be a high value man, trying to explore his options and going through a whole divorce. Yeah. Project Leroy said, Tyrese gotta pay because Tyrese liked to be dumb. Well, these R&B niggas, that's what they get. I mean, that's what they get. Singing them songs about love and happiness and everything, and your chick basically wanted a dead Caucasian boy in a movie that you starred together. Saying that was something, you can't make that shit up. Yep. See, in the case of Tyrese, he's being brought in a bitter custody battle with his ex-wife over their daughter. Bitter, tragic. Gibson was granted joint custody of his daughter in order to pay child support and other expenses. Like fam, he gonna be like Robert De Niro as making horrible movies, going straight to streaming services, and motherfucker probably still going to DVD, or person still got a DVD player out here. And you see his ass has had a baby. His 79 years old. Shit, I couldn't do it. 36 with no kids. I don't think I'm gonna have none. This dude was 79 talking about, yeah, I got a new kid, man. Fuck that shit. Man, how you gonna be at a house with two motherfuckers gotta get that diaper changed? I'll wait. Ed Tiger Woods, after being divorced from his wife Ellen Nordegren, she took the kid. She was the damn babysitter. Now, I think I got that wrong. He messed around with the babysitter and she divorced his ass. That's what it was. Okay. And triggered lots of infidelity on this chick. I mean, once you have a blonde hair, blue eye white girl, after a while, it does get a little boring. It does get a little redundant, and especially if she only top heavy and got no bottom. Yeah, brothers ain't gonna be sticking around too much longer. I'm just saying, it is what it is. That big bold butt, and I'm sorry, it's hypnotic. You could try and leave, but you're always gonna come back. Yep. What's up, deformed pretty boy? Robert is on his second wife. All right. And he had to pay $100 million damn dollars to this woman. Do y'all know that? Y'all remember that? $100 million damn dollars. Did she even swing one time with that damn forearm? One time. Did she hit that one help him with a swing? What $100 million, $200 million? Michael Jordan had to go ahead and give Juanita Jordan, and she didn't even help him with a crossover, teach him how to flick his wrist a bit more when he did a fadeaway jump shot. None of that. $250 million. I mean, I know he made that money right back. I mean, he fucking Jordan, and Jordan's gonna continue to sell. And I think High Size 2020, he did kind of come out a little bit better with that damn deal. I mean, $1 million versus $1 billion. Yeah, just like Jeff Bezos with Mackenzie Bezos. I mean, yeah, he had to give up a couple of billions, but he made that right back. And now she going through a second divorce after she got married to a damn teacher, blew all that fucking money, thinks she was about to hurt this nigga feelings, and now look at her. Now look at her. What my boy Project Leroy just said. Tiger Woods is doing better after Ellen Nordgren. Ellen settled for an ex-NFL tight end from Miami who has many concussions while pushing the baby stroller. Damn. Hey, shit, that's what you get. She left a multi-billionaire golfer. She left to get few coins, only to go ahead. And this proves a theory that monkey branching ladies is not. Look, that shit ain't. Hell, look at Kim Kardashian. She left a fucking billionaire, a billionaire, to go mess with a millionaire like Pete Davidson. Now she lost in the damn sauce, looking all types of. I mean, she still look good, but she looked like be damn. Yeah, and that's go to show you, man. Yeah, a woman can make you into a millionaire if you was a billionaire for real. Oh yeah. See, it was good for the goose is good for the gander. But kids, got to pay that science teacher alimony now. That's what you get for wanting to exercise your options, ladies. Well, I'm a high value woman. I'm gonna exercise my option just like the man. Well, that's what you get. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Just saying. And last but not least, we're gonna talk about Israel Adesanya, the mixed martial arts fighter, also been involved in a legal dispute with his ex-girlfriend over unpaid loans and alleged physical abuse. Now, women want to protect her. Women want to provide her. You would think a woman will go ahead and try getting relationships with police, boxers, professional, of course, you know what I'm saying, and professional mixed martial artists, or any other person that literally job description is actually getting paid and getting paid to protect, like a bodyguard, Secret Service agent, hell, a fucking security officer like me. But no. See, unpaid loans. Now, he's a UFC fighter. I don't know what's the so-called salary rate for a UFC fighter, mixed martial artist today. You know, my Joe from Columbus, Ohio. What's happening, Joe? What's happening, bro? Yeah, man. I'm just up here kicking the breeze, man. This is a burnt notice. We talking about we are talking about anything right now. But right now, I'm talking about palimony. You know what I'm saying? Dudes want to still shack up with chicks, and you know what I'm saying? They getting mad, they getting y'all getting divorce grape too. It's just that you're not even signing the legal papers. That's what it is. Yeah, I got in-house box, and I still don't. You know what? Maybe just me. Maybe that's so codependent. I don't know. Maybe I just got too much ice in my veins. You know what I'm saying? That give Jack Frost the chills. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably make the Iceman sweat. Because I just don't. I mean, we got our own. I just can't have nobody in my space all the damn time. Shit. Especially somebody gonna nag me 24/7, 360. No. That's why I got smoke weed. But anyway, so protector and provider. Like I said, he's a UFC fighter. You'll think he'll have it made. Not only he could kick ass, He actually gets cash for kicking ass. And now you want to leave his ass. I mean, maybe it didn't work out. You know, we all adults here. People, relationships do fail or whatever, what have you. But okay. Do we all have to stop making contracts now? Like literally, like over social media? Like we actually gotta start talking to each other like it's a job interview? And do we actually gonna have to start making up drawn out contracts about each date and what who pays? Because this is what it seems like it's going to. I already suggest that motherfuckers gotta get a GoPro, especially you black men. I suggest you black men go get your family, especially at your work jobs, just to have documented evidence to make sure I don't fuck with you. I'm sorry. We at that point. What's happening, Sour Seed? What's happening, Joe? And that shit's scary. That shit is scary. These cases illustrate a very, very complex and often contentious legal battles that can arise between high-profile individuals and their former partners, bro. While the specifics of each case are different, they involve issues around financial support, custody of children. The court of public opinion, or my boy Virgil Berry say the Ministry of Truth, it's basically showing that majority of black men can't be in so-called solid relationships through the media, but the so-called numbers or stats that people like to throw out say otherwise. So which one is it? Which one is it? How we being posted in Disney movies the best dads? You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all can get back. How we are basically have the CDC to back up that not only we are the best involved fathers, sometimes even mates, you know what I'm saying, depending on who want to say it. How come they always throw the downfalls and pitfalls of black male in relationships, but they don't talk about all the abuses that other races of men do to their spouses or wives? Speaking of UFC, didn't the owner of UFC just recently slipped out of news about slapping his wife? That just came to go, right? Hell, it was an accident, right? All right, but forget it. I got 12 more minutes before I'm about to shut this down. And like I said, Chicago and the migrants, workers, yeah, it's about to be because a lot of them migrant workers, and I ain't trying to talk about immigrants. I'm not no racist, but a lot of them might be the undesirables of other societies that basically come to one of the most undesirable but desirable city for crime and all types of fuckery. Crime rate here in the city of Chicago is about to go fuck up, not due to because of police, but lack of police. And we gonna have a number of social workers knocking on our damn doors that gonna have to listen, depending on who the motherfucker we gotta go ahead and catch. Yep. No outcry from ESPN whatsoever. Yep. Put hands on his wife. No outcry from ESPN. You see what money and influence could do for you, gentlemen. I suggest go and try to do it, you know, but no, the so-called black man, you know, again, shouts to my man Dirty Folks. You know, he in our quote said that women are for, I mean, black is only for women, rainbow. We about to change that image over here. And no Ray, no educate lane talk over here either, you know, because that's nothing but a gangbang side for your asses to keep y'all in a perpetual competition for the same bullshit that y'all both gonna fail at. Look, the so-called system don't care your ass as a Pookie and Ray Ray. The system don't give a fuck if you an educated lane. They both see you as niggas that they could go ahead and benefit from. Jeremiah L, salute, bro. Salute. Salute to you in the chat. Yeah, man. I'm just around here about to wrap this up in the next 10 minutes. This is called Burnt Nose. We was talking about what's going on probably in society, what's going on in the news. It was going right near to you. Yeah, I'm just kicking the breeze. I might go a little live a little later and talk about the so-called civil rights generation is really the culprit. And baby boomers might not so-called get so much steam from me, because I hate to say it, the baby boomers, as privileged as they was and how dumb they are right now, they exhibit with the so-called administration of Biden and Harris and the so-called laws that they've been passing since the 70s, 80s, 90s, and now we going damn near broke in the 2010s, the 2020s, and they like, well, what should we do? And y'all the elders. But maybe the civil rights generation, you know, in the community, we always want to go ahead and look at the 50s and 60s like it was some kind of golden period. Like even though we was going through the fucking Jim Crow, niggas was still getting lynched and beat on to go ahead pass legislation. Right. At the same time, for some reason, we always posted that like manhood was those real men. They worked in their home. Hold on. Time out. And now I'm speaking for the sisters that be talking about how come we ain't got them type of men no more. First of all, them men back in them days worked in factory jobs. Them men wasn't highly educated. No, majority of them dudes in them days from the 1900s or even to the 1940s and 50s, a lot of niggas didn't know how to read, even past a 4th grade level. So they had to be very skilled and well-rounded with their hands, know how to build. You had to have a strong back, working these factory jobs, working these stock yards, mills, working these automobile plants. And you said those are real men. Those same men that left your great grandma or grandma, whatever generation you might cash shit about that motherfucker when he passed on, you know, beyond the grave. Or probably spoke real good about him gone. Those so-called the bus drivers, even, right? Right, Ebony K. Williams. Those same men that nowadays in 2023, my bad. Shit, I need to stop smoking this shit. In 2023, these same women would say walk right past him because he's not economically attractive enough. But them same dudes from that civil rights period was actually fine for your black ass to actually sit up there and talk that shit. Can't make this shit up. But the civil rights generation men, those are the same men that shouldn't get a lot of credit, because y'all do about that, like I said, right? Oh, what was it? The bottle of milk. What story was y'all told? That was an actual man. Niggas was actually getting real money back then, working at them goddamn factories, man. You damn right. And you know what? You know what's so crazy about that? Look, so-called testosterone. You know, they say testosterone, men been losing testosterone over a century ago. Y'all do know that working out, especially in high stressful jobs, and you know, they was actually eating like real food back then. None of this bullshit. So you know, that's how they produce the testosterone. Versus we got today with this GMO bullshit they feeding us, and a lot of us entry lifestyles, want to sit down, just don't want to get no type of physical exercise on. And you wonder why you walking around with movies and man breasts and shit. Mr. Speak on it. What's good, bro? Yeah, the same man that created these people. Again. You can't make this up. The same man that some of y'all still hold y'all so-called Sunday dinners, family functions at, that same house. That man basically had to take a Caucasian dude's abuse verbally, sometimes physically, even more financially when it come down to these jobs. Back in them days, he was the last. He was the first. Last hire, first fire, right? And a lot of dudes couldn't. Like I said, the reason why the grandma ran the finances in a black household, because 9 times out of 10, the man could not read and she was very good at math. That's the only reason why he brought home the, unbeknownst to y'all that didn't know that. So when chicks be coming up to you talking about, my granddaddy came home after a hard day's work, and give my great grandmama or grandma the check, the reason why, because all he was care about, if he had enough money for a pack of cigarettes, enough money for his little gambling habit, if he had alcohol habit, if he had one, and his little secret stash to go mess with that woman around the corner that your grandma knew about, but nobody wanted to tell nobody about. That little secret stash. And that was it. Yeah. Real cow, real chick. Yeah. It's in the food, it's in your lack of exercise, it's a lack of you not want to elevate your mind, probably opening and reading some books, or reading watch something Love and Hip Hop, watching something like National Geographics, the stuff that you consume on a daily basis, it will make you who you are. But what the hell do I know? I'm just a street nigga from Chicago, Inglewood, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Just coming with y'all for a good time of the day. With my man, Gen X black women act exactly like man. Ooh, man, you ain't never man. So y'all go ahead, you know what I'm saying? He go ahead and give you a good knowledge on Tylerology and learn how you mold and bojo. Man, I can't wait for that Freaknik documentary to come out later this year. I want to break that shit down. The 90s was a motherfucker. No, but you ain't here for me though. Yeah, I might come back a little later. You know what I'm saying? If y'all enjoy the show and you want to go ahead and sock it to my pocket, you can go ahead and hit the Cash App at $MISTRO070. You know what I'm saying? And until tonight, when I come back, I will holler at y'all later. Peace.
Mr. O with the info.